Coding on Scratch. Lesson 2. General Blocks. So from our last lesson, we were learning about backdrops and the sprite. So this time we're going to learn about general blocks. So like the first one right now is a motion, which is move 10 steps. And now it's events, when green flag clicked. So like the beginning of the code. And this part is the looks section. We can do show or hide, so it changes how the sprite looks. Like so, when you put it together, now the sprite will hide. And if you show and hide, it will still hide at the end. But then we can also do it where you can wait 1 second, which is in the control section, and then it will wait for 1 second and then it will hide. And now we can put it back, which is deleting it. And here are more motion blocks. You can also do like go to X position and Y position, so you can locate where the sprite needs to go. So like if I move it like this right now, you put it back, it automatically changes to the position that you are in right now. So it's easier, so you don't have to type in the numbers. And then we can put back the when green flag clicked. And so when you dislocate the sprite and when you click the green flag, it automatically goes to the position that you wanted before. And back to motion. So there are a lot more, like turn 15 degrees. So now you can put the code together, like move 10 steps, then turn 15 degrees. Like that. And we can put back that 15 degrees. And now it will just be move 10 steps. And then you can point in direction 90 to make it more stable. So you can point in what degree too. And now you can like change it to, for example, 100 steps. It will make the sprite move positively to X. And you can also do like set X to what value and set Y to what value. So it's separate from go to X and Y. And X position, Y position, and direction. You will use it later in your games. And these are basically all of the motion blocks. Now for looks. There's like a lot of different types of things that you can do for looks. For example, say hello for 2 seconds. It's like a speech bubble. You can use it for animations. See, like that. And you can change it to any word you want. Like blah 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 or something. It can also work. And you can change it to anything you want. See? And you can also do like switch backdrop to what backdrop you want. For example, we had 2 backdrops, the backdrop 2 and blue sky. And let's rename it to nothing. And we can do switch backdrop to blue sky or nothing. And then we switch backdrop to blue sky. And yeah, I don't think there's any set backdrop to what in this code right now, because you're programming the sprite right now. So let's put it back. And yeah, there isn't. And let's see if the backdrop code has it. So when green flag clicked, yep, there isn't any set backdrop things. There's only the switch backdrop. And it happens also very fast. And this time it actually worked, but then it didn't switch back to blue sky, which is weird because, and that's what coding is for. You can learn about how you the thinking process of how you can change it to make it work. Okay, so continuing on, we can do like change color effect by 25, which makes the color more vibrant, and it changes really the color of it, the sprite. And we have a lot of other things, and we can switch the costume to flying bee, which is this one, instead of flying bee, cat A. So when you press it, it's like that. Let's put it back. And continue with the change color effect. So like in this option, you have a lot. For example, for fish eye, it looks like this. Whirl. And we can also add something called the forever in control. So this makes it change anything forever. You would use this the most. For example, it would be like this, which looks very funny. And stop. And now let's do Pixelate. This is also pretty funny too. See? Yep, and now it's gone. Let's stop it, and now it's mosaic. And that's what really happens. It basically multiplies. And brightness. And then you can't see it because it turns too bright. And now let's do ghost, which makes it basically transparent. Okay, and basically we're done for now. And these are the events, and basically we're done with the most common blocks. Yeah, we have a couple of event blocks, but you don't need it until later. These are not very important for now. So for controls, like wait 1 second, and for example, you wait 1 second, then move 10 steps, it would be like that. So you can program a time. For example, we move it anything, and yeah, it moves a lot. You can either do it move 10 steps, or you can also do by changing X. And these are other controls like if and then something then. These blocks are also pretty important when programming games. For example, and if something then else. You will need if then most because, for example, when you're using arrow keys, you have to use sensing, which is what we're going to do now. And this is what you're going to use. If something key pressed, you will do like, for example, if left arrow key pressed, and there are basically all the keys on the keyboard that you could do for sensing. And now we're on operators. These are very important, like what we're going to mostly learn about in lesson 4, where we're learning about calculations and operations. And these are a lot of operators, as you can see. And variables. Variables are very important because, for example, when you're making a level, you can see over here. So let's name it level right now. And it's for all sprites. And you could see that this is what you're going to use later on. So like if you want a level to change by 1, that's what you do. You make a variable. And you will learn about it later. So now we're making our own block. Making your own block is usually for if you're making a platformer game, for example. Like you want to do the like X position and Y position. So what you do is add an input, and you can name it XV. So X velocity, Y velocity, and you can add a lot of inputs. And let's go back and let's delete the rest. And we're basically done. And let's delete the variable for level because you don't need that until later. And so this is what we have, introduction to blocks.